Academy's Elementary Latin 2 course. We are ready for Chapter 10, Aprilis, and we'll start on page 72 with the vocabulary. Some nouns. Atrium. Atrium is a hall. Condiciones are terms or agreement. Condiciones. Ornatrix. Ornatrix is a hairdresser. Caris. Caris means expensive or dear. Ducentos. Ducentos is 200. Miser. Miser is unhappy. Solus. Solus means alone or lonely. Festinat. Festinat is he hurries. Quirate. Quirate means he looks for. Para. Para means prepare. Quira. Quira means look for. Placetne tibi. Placetne tibi. Does it please you? An infinitive. Amera. Amera means to buy. Ducta. Ducta means led. Ampta. Ampta means bought. Usus. Usus means ordered. Misus. Misus means sent. Vocatus. Vocatus means called. Igitur. Igitur means therefore. Ad domino. Ad domino means by his master. Quam celerime. Quam celerime means as quickly as possible. Quanti est. Quanti est, how much is it or how much is she or he. And ahem means aha. All right. So, to our story on page 71, Baratus says, Solus sum, miser sum, volo ancilam noam emera. Volo ancilam noam emera. So he says, Solus sum, I am lonely. I am unhappy, miserable. Volo ancilam, I want emera to buy a new slave girl. Barates flavium quiret. Barates flavium quiret. Barates seeks Flavius. Salve, amica, quid vis? Salve, amica, quid vis? Hello, friend, what do you want? Flavius ad atrium vocatus, quam celerime festinat. Flavius ad atrium vocatus, quam celerime festinat. So Flavius, and then this participial phrase, ad atrium vocatus, called to the atrium, festinat hastens as quickly as possible, quam celerime. And Barati says, Salve, volo pandorum amera, quanti est? Salve, volo pandorum amera, quanti est? Hello, I wish to buy Pandora. How much is she? Ahem, Candida, quaera Pandorum. Candidus, seek Pandora. Go find Pandora. Candidus ad domino misus ex atrio festinat. Candidus ad domino misus ex atrio festinat. Candidus, ordered by his lord, right? Ordered by the master. Ex atrio festinat, hastens from the living room, the drawing room. Pandora in atrium ducta, baratum spectat. Pandora, read it. Pandora in atrium ducta, baratum spectat. Pandora, read it. Pandora, led into the atrium, the hallway, the room, sees or looks at Barates. Pandora, read it. Pandora smiles. Pandora diligens est. Pandora ornatrix optima est. Et suaviter cantat. Pandora igitur cara est. So Pandora is hardworking, diligent. Pandora is an excellent ornatrix, an excellent hairdresser, and she sings sweetly. Suaviter cantat, she sings sweetly. Pandora, therefore, is expensive, cara. Volo ducentos denarios, placatne tibi? Volo ducentos denarios, placatne tibi. I want 200 denarii. Does it please you? Mihi placet, it pleases me. So denarius is about a day's wage. So 200 denarii would be about 2/3 of a year's salary. So quite a large sum of money. Optime Corintha tabulum para. Optime Corintha tabulum para. Excellent. Corinthus, bring the tablet. Corinthus ad domino usus. Condiciones in tabula scribit. Corinthus ad domino usus. conditiones in tabula scribit. Corinthus, ordered by the master, scribit, writes down the conditions, the terms of the agreement in the table, in the record book. Noli timera, Barates benignis est. Noli timera, Barates benignis est. They say, do not fear, Barates is kind. Pandora, a Barate empta, nunc anxia est. Pandora, a Barate empta, nunc anxia est. Pandora, purchased by Barates, is now anxious. Sed Corinthus et Candidus tristissimi sunt. Sed Corinthus et Candidus tristissimi sunt. But Corinthus and Candidus are most sad. Okay. Grasping the grammar on page 73. You've already learnt 4 different forms of verbs: tenses, commands, and infinitives, and impersonal verbs. Now for one more. This new part of the verb is called a participle. A participle comes from a verb, so it's an action word, but it is in fact an adjective, a verbal adjective. For example, in picture 4, Candidus is sent by his master. The Latin word for sent is missus. The participle from the verb mittera, to send. Compare this with picture 5. Pandora led into the hall. The Latin word for led is ducta. The participle from the verb ducere, to lead. Because Pandora is feminine, the word ductus has to have the feminine ending ducta. We say that the participle must agree with the noun. It has to be in the same gender, as well as being the same in number, singular or plural, as well as the same in case. Latin roots, you can do that on your own. Take a look at compare that with your vocabulary. And then you can read all about Barates as well. And then you'll be ready for the second half of this lesson. And of course, also make your vocabulary cards and study those so you'll be ready for the quiz.